So I just got back from wasting an hour or so of my life. I had to go to my gym. I had this dude come in who had recently gotten released from jail for being wrapped up in a bunch of bullshit. And he's a black belt. He's a black belt fight trainer, and the guy knows what he's talking about. I know him. He's an Army veteran, and he's an overall good dude. But he got caught up in some bad shit, and he was looking for he told me that he was looking for a way out of his shit, and so I've been waiting for him to get his shit together, and told him to stop by the gym, and we needed to chop it up. We needed to have a sit down so that I could make sure that he was dialed in, that he was ready to actually do some work and wasn't going to fall back into his trap. And not only did this dude not show up, he didn't call, he didn't say anything. He confirmed the appointment this morning, and I sat there and waited for him. And whatever his excuse is going to be, I don't really give a shit. But it made me start to think about what I've seen in my work with the men that I work with and the young boys. What I've seen is this. It is a very telling pattern, and it is probably the number one reason that a lot of men and young boys find themselves in situations that they find just frustrating, and they're in a hole. And one of these things, like the bottom line is this: most guys are full of shit. Most of you who are watching this video that aren't exactly where you want to be in life, be it physically, financially, in a relationship, whatever, the reason for your lack is because you're probably full of shit. And I know that might sound harsh. It might come across as hypercritical and whatnot. But the reason why I know this to be true is because coming to terms with that fact of my own life, that I was number one, I was a compulsive fucking liar. I seek to validate my own bullshit, so I surrounded myself with dudes that would let me continue to lie and be what I was what I was pretending to be. And I didn't really go around people who would challenge me. And so I stayed where I was at. And it took until I finally looked in the mirror and realized, man, I can't stand the motherfucker that I was looking at, because I was so full of shit. There were so many different reasons why that I could point to that, I wasn't successful, and that this didn't happen because of whatever. And once I started to really unpack these things, I realized, man, all of the obstacles, all of the roadblocks that I had encountered, I had actually put there myself. It was my own self-delusion and my own defeating self-talk that led me into this, into these situations and this state of life that I found to be unacceptable. Now, my point of this message is this: in the state of America where we are today, there is no question that male leadership is something that is very much lacking. And a lot of men they find themselves looking for some sort of way out. And we've got gurus, and we've got coaches, and we've got people who want to give you a 10-step program and give you the 5 ways and the tricks and all of this stupid shit that teaches you how to manipulate the outside world to try to trick it to be what you want it to be. Well, I was a professional at that game. I knew how to run game. I knew how to talk shit. I knew how to hustle, swindle, do all these things, and I got what I wanted, but it was never really what I needed. It was never what I truly valued. It was what I absolutely needed to have in that moment, and it was like a starving person that believed that a cracker was a 12-course meal. So what this is today is this: I built a program a couple of years ago that was built on my own struggles and my own capture of myself in the middle of almost losing everything that I valued. And basically it was a hard look. It was a hard look at myself. It was a hard look at who I was, what I was pretending to be, and what I wanted to be. And because I write everything down, I ended up making a program out of this, and this program has been has been the catalyst of my veterans program and my men's program that I started a couple of years ago after my own recovery from myself. Now, a couple of months ago, when this virus thing jumped off, I made a video and I offered my program for free. I bought a bunch of books and I was going to give it away to any men who wanted it, and it was simply to, all I asked for was to cover shipping. Now, granted, many people didn't know about that because maybe this is the first you're hearing of it, but what I came to understand was two things. Number one, people don't value shit that's free, and number two, people don't want to do anything that's going to really take work. So what I'm doing again is I'm offering this program, but I'm not going to give it away for free. People again don't value anything that is given away, and I paid for this program. I wrote the book. I put my time into it, and I'm going to ask a fair price for it. But the book was originally marked to be sold for $15. And in this video, I'm going to put a link at the bottom. You can get this book, and it's a hard copy book. It's not a PDF file that you have to print on your computer. I will send you a hard copy book and also give you access to our men's group on my Gladiator Farm page. This is my gym. And what that will do is it'll give you a group of men who are also trying to find their way out of their own personal bullshit. It'll give you a group of men that you can bounce your problems and your circumstances off of and get real feedback. And what this program isn't me telling you what to do. It's you identifying your own bullshit, realizing how full of shit you are, but also realizing that in these revelations, you will unlock the key. You'll find the key to unlock the future and the life that you truly want. If you're really ready to do some shit, if you're really ready to do the work that's going to yield you what you want, click the link, get the book, join the group. Let's get after it. Out.